All right, we're going to continue with the topic of agricultural, where the population in Southeast Asia is estimated to grow by 12% from 670 million in 2020 to 750 million by 2035. And this population surge and climate volatility are expected to drive a 40% increase in food demand by 2050. And limited agricultural resources, widespread land degradation, and diminishing arable land caused by urbanization and industrialization in the region pose a threat to food production. And effective technology is essential for farmers to grow more with less arable land. So to discuss further on this topic, joining me in the studio this morning is Chor Chee Hoe. On the most right is Chief Executive Officer of Carbotech, and right beside me is Professor Dr. Suraya Abdul Rashid, the Chief Scientist of Carbotech. Thank you for joining me this morning in the studio. All right, so I heard about Carbotech's plan to expand its presence across the Southeast Asia, which in a way has exciting plan to help to solve the global food security challenges, and which it shows that about 30% do not have a food security globally. And maybe you can explain a little bit more on that.
Yep. So based on our interaction with Southeast Asian farmers, we noted that they are facing some challenges due to the climate crisis. And climate crisis is real. It's really raiding the fields of all these smallholder farmers especially. So for example, El Nino causes the plant to experience heat stress, while prolonged monsoon season causes insufficient sunlight to the farmers or to the crops. So all this contributed to low crop production, especially during all these climatic challenges. And what Carbotech does here is using our technology to help farmers and to help their food crops to capture more light energy, even during all this monsoon season or during the El Nino season, in a way to help them to help these food crops to enhance the photosynthesis process. Yeah. So, and with that, the plant will grow healthier and higher crop productivity for all these farmers.
I see. Okay, but we do know, and we can note that technology, I mean, in terms of agriculture itself, it has various types of plants, and also, that's how we say that agriculture itself has many types of agriculture. So how does Carbotech tailor to different types of crops to increase the global food security?
So our core technology is all about the photosynthesis enhancement, and across different types of food crops, we will recommend different dosage depending on the challenges faced by the farmers. So not only dosage, even the recommendation in terms of the spraying frequency will be different across different crops and different climatic environment. So that's how we tailor according to the exact issues or challenges faced by all these smallholder farmers.
But how does Carbotech's technology differ from other brands' technology, and how does Carbotech specifically cater to this sustainability and also environmentally safe for the global?
Right. So our product is a new class of agricultural input. It is not fertilizer, nor is it pesticide. It is photosynthesis enhancer. And for the time being, Carbotech is the only company who have this sort of technology. So we help sustainability in the sense that using our product, the farmers will be able to optimize their other agricultural inputs, such as fertilizers and pesticides, because the plant, through the photosynthesis enhancement, will be able to uptake nutrients more effectively, will be able to grow more healthier, and therefore prevent attacks from pests and disease. So we can help farmers to avoid over-fertilizing, and because all of these issues will cause environmental problems. So we see that using our technology will help the agricultural industry in terms of sustainability.
What types of formulation that you use in the pesticides that is safe for the environment?
Right. So ours is not pesticide. This photosynthesis enhancer, yes, is actually tiny fragments of carbon made from agricultural waste, and they have properties very similar to chlorophyll in the sense that they are able to absorb the light from sunlight and convert it into light which is needed for photosynthesis. So in essence, the plant experiences enhanced absorption of light to boost photosynthesis, and this in turn leads to better growth and eventually higher crop yields.
So technically, how does it can actually mimic the organic chlorophyll that we see in plants? Not actually see,
Yes,
but
yes.
we know it's organically. But how do you mimic that?
Yeah, so our product is applied as a foliar spray. It absorbs into the structure of the leaf, and because they have properties similar to chlorophyll, if I may use the term photoluminescent, this means that they are able to absorb UV light from the sun and convert it into a spectrum of light which is required specifically by the chlorophyll to produce photosynthesis.
All right, Chee Hoe, do you have a specific example or perhaps a case study that shows the effectivity of this technology that produced by Carbotech?
Yeah, so in the last year, we have completed 2 commercial trials in Sungai Besar, Selangor with one of the collaborator Aerodyne Group using their drone to spray onto these smallholders farmer paddy fields. And we have recorded the improvement of 30 to 60% rice yield improvement. And that's actually very remarkable for us. And now we are even working on larger scale validation in Malaysia as well as in Indonesia.
That's good. How do you plan, that's only the Southeast Asia region, but do you have any plan to further perhaps globally?
So we strongly believe with working closely with local partners. So even in the other countries, for example, like Zambia, the Philippines, or even in the US or UK, we are actively looking for local partners to work with us to validate our technology in their climatic situation.
All right, Professor, maybe you can share a little bit more on the challenges that Carbotech face when it comes to enhancing the agri-tech industry sustainably in Malaysia.
Right. So our technology is a new class of agriculture input, a photosynthesis enhancer. So most challenge is educating the farmers about what it is, how it helps, because our technology, if farmers use it, it not only can help their crops grow better and on the long run more sustainable, but actually we want to educate the farmers that they could be contributing as well to climate action, because through enhanced photosynthesis, more carbon dioxide is being absorbed, removing this greenhouse gas from the atmosphere. So this is something that we want to educate our agricultural partners, and we hope that we will be able to do so.
Yes, yes.
How do you plan to navigate all these challenges? Maybe how do you plan to educate the farmers? Because I know there are a lot of farmers out there, and also it's not easy. You can't just go with them and approach them, you know, just, hi, I want to educate
That's
you like that.
right.
So what are the strategies?
Yes. So Alhamdulillah, through meeting with our distributors, basically, when we are introduced to farmers through this third party, then there's more acceptance towards us. Rather than just say, hello, we are Carbotech and we have this technology, that's a bit more difficult. But we found that this route of going through the third person, somebody who is trusted by the community, then that really helps them to introduce us to the farmers. And even Chee Hoe, he has gone to Indonesia, and through our friends and collaborators there as well, we were able to communicate with the local farmers there. Yeah?
Yes, yes. So I would say a lot of farmers, they are looking for new technologies and new development in the agriculture sector to help them to improve their crop yield. But in their experiences, they have been cheated by some of the agricultural players by promising them like great yield using this sort of inputs, but they didn't see the exact expected outcome. So our collaboration with them, it's more like through a validation trial to prove to them the effectiveness of our product before selling them our product. So that's our approach. And we really work closely with the local partners, because we believe that all these local community leaders, they are influential in their own communities. and they are trusted by the local farmers. So by leveraging our relationship with these local community leaders, we are able to scale our impact faster.
Amazing. And another challenges that we can look at is the how we can tackle the conventional approaches to farming. So maybe you can share a little bit more insights on how you can shift from conventional maybe to, how do I say, more technological in this era.
So our product, photosynthesis enhancer, can be sprayed manually using the knapsack or can be sprayed using drone. So we are also in our journey in educating smallholder farmers. By using drone, you can have more precise dosage to be sprayed onto the field or onto the plantation. But I would say all these changes will come step by step or slowly. So now it's like the stage that we are seeding this awareness among them to let them know that besides spraying by manual, you do have other options that is more effective and more efficient. So it's still through a lot of educational engagement sessions that we are going to kickstart. And through all this, I would term it as educational outreach program. We are able to impart more knowledge and more new insights to all these farmers slowly.
All right, thank you, Chee Hoe. All right, for Professor, with the new funding, Carbotech plans to invest in strengthening research and development, or R&D, that we can enhance the agricultural sector. So what are the specific areas or advancement in R&D that you're looking at?
So basically, our initial patent was from UPM, and Carbotech is licensing the technology from University Putra Malaysia. So moving forward, we will be protecting the technology for a wider region outside Malaysia. And apart from that, we are I would say for now we have a head start because we are the only players at the moment with photosynthesis enhancement technology. So we are already collecting a lot of data, and this data will be used to further develop our capabilities in terms of artificial intelligence and other digital platforms to improve the agriculture in terms of precision farming. So that's the direction of where the R&D is heading.
All right, for Chee Hoe, maybe you can share on your outlook. How do you see the agricultural sector, especially when it comes to photosynthesis technology advancement, and perhaps this year, or the first quarter, and also years to come?
So we all know that food security, it's really the issue that we really want to solve as a nation and also as part of the world. And for Carbotech, we would like to start strengthening our foothold here in Malaysia by having more presence and reaching out to a lot more smallholder farmers in Malaysia. And of course, through our collaborators and partners in Indonesia, we are looking forward to work with a lot more farmers in Indonesia, because Indonesia is well known for their massive agricultural industry. So for these few months and even for this year, we are focusing the Malaysia market and also the Indonesian market before we go to other countries in Southeast Asia. And very thankfully, we got the support from Khazanah through Tanah Impact, and we are now utilizing the grant from Khazanah to scale our impact in Malaysia, helping more smallholder farmers to improve their crop productivity through our photosynthesis enhancement.
Great, fantastic. Maybe a thing or two from Professor?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you very much. We have had a lot of support from the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, from the university especially for supporting my journey. And of course, I'm so glad to have my partner, Chee Hoe, who is helping me scale and bring the technology from the lab in the university to the market.